you for being here.
Thanks for the invitation.
Yes, I expected you were going to be coming, and you're here. So thank you for that. This section of our program is called Teacher Support for Preparation Centers. And the main aim is to share different resources with teachers to help them basically integrate teaching and assessment and get students ready for exams, for international exams. So the starting point is to introduce you, Raul. I can say many, many things about you, like that you've been teaching English for many, many, many years. How long, probably?
Too many winters. I think I started 1988 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, somewhere there.
Okay, but you're not only a teacher. You've got lots of experience, but you don't work only as a teacher.
Well, I have done lots of different things, okay? Nothing gives me money, all right? Only teaching, all right, which I enjoy. Other things I enjoy as well. But I have been an actor, I have been a voiceover actor and lots of different things, which I put into practice when I teach.
Yeah, and now you also have your center, an Anglo Center. Yours is your center. So can you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, we started in 1996 as part of the franchise system, and I co-direct this center with my wife, Elisa Gomez.
How challenging is this?
Well, it is very, very much challenging because every neighborhood is very different. So we have to focus on the needs and wants of the people who live there.
Mm-hmm. It is really interesting to have you here because you can see your perspective is not only from the language teacher, but also from an administrator thinking about your school, your language school.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that teacher development is really very, very important. And Cambridge offers lots of different kinds of support. There's something called the Cambridge exam journey. Have you ever seen this?
I think it's fantastic. And to be honest, what I especially find valuable about this is that it's not just teaching how to pass an exam, it's guiding them, taking them step by step throughout the whole learning process. Mm-hmm. When they start developing their learned language skills, listening and speaking and reading and writing, they gradually become familiar with the exam approach, and therefore, what I find is that
now these are like exams that help students learn.
Yes, well, preparation is more natural. Yeah. Okay, not something forced. That's what I wanted to express.
Yeah, because what I feel is that probably students are not just preparing to sit an exam; they're getting ready, to develop their abilities and to grow, academically, and then they get to sit the exam and succeed at this.
They get to get familiar with the format of the exam. Okay, and what is very important about the material that they have access to, is that all the material is the best of the best. Okay, it's very good quality. And it's prepared by Cambridge experts. So the students get the feeling that they are working with the real deal. Mm-hmm. That's the idea, okay? And this material for everybody.
Yeah, and for every time of the year, because I think there are 11 packs that you can use at different stages. You can find more information about the material here. So please have a look at it and check what it is like. And have you ever used any of the packs that you think, okay, I think they're really good and I would use this or that? For example, the one about mocks or whatever.
Many of them, but at different moments, as you said, okay, because this helps them develop their confidence throughout the course. And you have digital resources, you have interactive resources, you have lists of vocabulary, pictures, speaking, listening, video tutorials. You have everything for the students. Whichever exam they are taking, if they are taking, for example, an advanced level or a young learners level, you have for the paper-based material exam or for the digital exam as well. And you also have, not just for the students, but for the teachers as well, a lot of extra material.
Yeah, and of course, this is for free. You don't have to pay anything for
absolutely for free, okay? And this is support which goes beyond the classroom because it helps reinforce what they have seen in class. Okay, which is fantastic.
And also that learning today happens, of course, some part of it happens in the classroom, but most learning happens outside the classroom, probably in our students' brain, where they're doing whatever doing their lives.
Of course, because they have access to lots of things that we didn't have to. Okay, we had the self-access center, ages ago, but nowadays life and the internet is their SAC center, the self-access center. And all this material is absolutely fantastic. And what this approach has, and I especially want to point out, is that they become aware of their own learning process, and they can track their process and set goals, understand goals, okay, and know where they're going.
And this student autonomy is essential nowadays.
It is essential, and the confidence that they need to have, especially on the day of the exam, so they can give the best. Okay, and I'm pretty sure the result is fantastic.
Some people say that exams are not important any longer, that they don't really understand why students would sit an exam. What do you think about this?
I'm old school. To be honest, I'm old school. I think that exams are essential. Every now and then you need to evaluate, assess something, okay? Although there has to be some kind of continuous assessment, and it's different from the way we used to learn, as I said before, because nowadays they're exposed to everything. They have the language everywhere they want. But there has to be a moment in which there has to be some kind of evaluation of what they know.
Yeah, and I think that the good thing about this kind of evaluation is that these exams help them learn. They are exams that teach. So the washback effect is very positive because you need to focus on all skills in order to pass the exam.
And apart from whether they're useful or not, I think they need it. They need an exam. They feel they need to, they say, I reached this certain level and I'm ready to go to the next step. Yeah. And that's very important for them as well, to feel that they are in constant learning of the language.
Thank you very much, Raul. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you can come back soon.
As long as I'm invited, I will be here. Don't worry. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the invitation again.